Thanks for joining us. And now we will check out another business booming thanks to the movie influx. The Boston Movie Tour. Sarah Edwards has that story.
Boston, along with other older East Coast cities, has such a unique flavor. That's why filmmakers love to come here to capture Boston as a character in the film.
And thanks to the Boston Movie Tours, film lovers can get up close and personal with their favorite movie locations. There are both walking excursions and bus tours, and business is booming.
There's not a lack of movies, not a lack of Hollywood stars walking the streets of Boston lately, you know, and our tour is always changing. I mean, this year we have The Departed, we have 21, The Game Plan, and Gone Baby Gone, you know, so we had to add those into the tour.
This is the first stop on our tour right here. This is a scene from where The Departed was filmed. There was a scene with Matt Damon, who was playing rugby, and it was done right on the screen right here. So 15 minutes before the shoot starts, the skies rip open and it starts to pour in Boston, which is testament to, if you don't like the weather in Boston, wait 5 minutes.
Hey, go save a kitten in a tree.
But it was a beautiful day 10 years earlier when Matt Damon was right here in the Boston Public Garden sitting on this bench in a pivotal scene with Robin Williams. It was a film that would change his life forever, Good Will Hunting.
This is really nice. You got a thing for swans? Is this like a fetish? It's something like maybe we need to devote some time to?
I thought about what you said to me the other day about my painting. Stayed up half the night thinking about it.
Many of the scenes in Good Will Hunting were shot in Boston's historic Irish neighborhood affectionately known as Southie. It's home to several great Boston movies like Mystic River, recently Gone Baby Gone, and an oldie but goodie, The Verdict.
This is one of the most popular and recognizable stops for the tourists on the Boston Movie Tours. It's, of course, the L Street Tavern in Southie or South Boston. It's where Matt and Ben and all their buddies would hang out. And even though the bar itself and the neighborhood has undergone a bit of a facelift, you'll still find people here who say "ca" for car.
21 now, so.
You're legally allowed to drink, so we figured the best thing for you, kid, was a car. How do you like it?
This is like... It's the ugliest car I ever seen in my life.
And just around the corner from the L Street Tavern is the convenience store that Sean Penn ran in the movie Mystic River. Now, the folks here in Southie know it as Miller's Market, but in the movie it was known as Cottage Market.
A globe? I thought Katie worked on Sundays.
Are you sweeting my man's daughter, Brent?
No, just I see you here sometimes.
My little sister's making her first communion today.
Thanks.
Back in the early 80s, long before Good Will Hunting or Mystic River, a true Hollywood icon walked the streets of Southie. As a matter of fact, he came right down these steps at the William F. Spencer Funeral Home. Paul Newman starred in the legal drama, The Verdict.
I don't want you coming back here ever. You understand?
I was just talking to the guy.
Those are bereaved people in there.
Our last Southie stop is Murphy's Law, a Beantown pub where Ben Affleck shot some scenes for his directorial debut, Gone Baby Gone, starring his younger brother, Casey.
You're saying you didn't do it, fine. But if it turns out you're lying, I'm gonna bribe cops to go after you, and I'm gonna tell everyone I know that you're a CI and a rat. And I know a lot of people.
Our tour now takes us from Southie back into town to Copley Square. This is where they filmed a scene from Blown Away back in the 90s. Jeff Bridges was chasing down a mad bomber played by Tommy Lee Jones. A major explosion happened right here, and it caused a record number of 911 calls in the city of Boston.
The shockwave from another blown-away explosion blew out 8,000 windows in the Boston Harbor area. It's the final scene in the movie, and it is the largest explosion on film.
The explosion was over there, right across the harbor. We're now at Boston's Long Wharf. For those of you who saw the Oscar-winning film The Departed, you know that this is where the evil Frank Costello, played by Jack Nicholson, meets up with Martin Sheen and Mark Wahlberg. The scene was very tense and quintessential Jack.
How are you, Francis?
I know she did. And your father called you the tumor.
And what did your father call you, Charlie? Oh, yeah, I forgot. He wasn't around.
And we wind up our Boston movie tours here in historic Back Bay. This beautiful home behind me was actually used as Drew Barrymore's apartment in Fever Pitch.
Now, if we're to be Mr. and Mrs. Ben and Lindsay, how's this going to work? It's like Robin's birthday party. You know, the minute I got the invitation, I had to run to the refrigerator and check the Red Sox schedule. And the Yankees are playing, so I know I'm going Stag. And that's okay. I'm fine with that. But how far does it go?
Sadly, much of Fever Pitch was filmed in Canada for financial reasons, but they couldn't replicate Fenway Park. There's only one, and this is for you, Red Sox fans.
The best movies in Citizen Kane. Coming up next, the